Hey everybody, welcome to the church building. We're continuing our journey through the Bible. Still in Joshua, picking up where we left off. We're now in chapter 19. If you're new to the show, this is a complete Bible read through, cover to cover, Genesis through Revelation, and everything in between. That's what the word through means, I suppose. Where we left off, they were dividing up the allotment, the inheritance to the 12 tribes, or is it 10 and a half tribes? They're allotting the remaining tribes that don't have land, they're giving the land to them that they've acquired through various means. This promised land. Chapter 19. Again, I'm going to have minimal commentary because I need to go shopping. I need to get some groceries. I'm out of bread. I'm out of hamburger buns. I'm out of mayonnaise. I've got beef. I'm out of cheese. So my hamburgers are incomplete. I need to fix that. But first, chapter 19. The second lot came out for Simeon, for the tribe of Simeon, according to its families. Its inheritance lay within the inheritance of the tribe of Judah. It had for its inheritance Beersheba, Sheba, Molada, Hazar Shual, Bala, Ezem, Eltalad, Bethel, Hormah, Ziklag, Beth Markaboth, Hazar Susa, Beth Lobath, and Sharuhen, 13 towns with their villages. Ain, Rimmon, Ether, and Ashan, 4 towns with their villages, together with all the villages all around these towns as far as Baalath Beer, Ramah of the Negeb. This was the inheritance of the tribe of Simeon according to its families. The inheritance of the tribe of Simeon formed part of the territory of Judah, because the portion of the tribe of Judah was too large for them. The tribe of Simeon obtained an inheritance within their inheritance. Ooh, tricky. Verse 10. The third lot came up for the tribe of Zebulun, according to its families. The boundary of its inheritance reached as far as Sarid. Then its boundary goes up westward and on to Merilah and touches Dabasheth. Then the wadi that is east of Jokneam, from Sarid it goes in the other direction eastward toward the sunrise to the boundary of Chisloth Tabor. From there it goes to Dabarath, then up to Japhia. From there, it passes along on the east toward the sunrise to Gathepher, to Ethkazin, and going on to Rimmon, it bends toward Nea. Then on the north, the boundary makes a turn to Hanathon, and it ends at the valley of Ipta-El, and Kata, Nahalal, Shimron, Idalah, and Bethlehem, 12 towns with their villages. This is the inheritance of the tribe of Zebulun, according to its families, these towns with their villages. Verse 17. There's going to be a lot like this coming up. We got to go through all the tribes. The fourth lot came out of Issachar, for the tribe of Issachar, according to its families. Its territory included Jezreel, Chesulloth, Shunem, Hapharaim, Shion, Anorath, Rabbath, Kishion, Ebez, Remeth, En-Ganim, En-Hada, Beth Pazez. The boundary also touches Tabor, Shahazuma, and Beth Shemesh, and its boundary ends at the Jordan, 16 towns with their villages. This is the inheritance of the tribe of Issachar according to its families, the towns with their villages. The fifth lot came out for the tribe of Asher according to its families. Its boundary included Helkath, Hali, Beaton, Ashaph, Alamelech, Emad, and Mishal. On the west it touches Carmel and Sihor Libnath. Then it turns eastward, goes towards Beth Dagon, and touches Zebulun and the valley of Ipta-el, northward to Beth Amek and Neiel. Then it continues in the north to Kabul, Hebron, Rehob, Hammon, Cana, as far as the great Sidon. Then the boundary turns to Ramah, reaching to the fortified city of Tyre. Then the boundary turns to Hosa, and it ends at the sea. Mahalab, Akjib, Umah, Aphek, and Rehob, 22 towns with their villages. This is the inheritance of the tribe of Asher according to its families, these towns with their villages. The sixth lot came out for the tribe of Naphtali, according to its families. And its boundary ran from Heleph, from the oak in Zananim, and Adami Nekeb, and Jabneel, as far as Lakum, and it ended at the Jordan. Then the boundary turns westward to Aznoth Tabor, and goes from there to Hukkok, touching Zebulun at the south, and Asher on the west, and Judah on the east at the Jordan. The fortified towns are Ziddim, Zur, Hamath, Rakkath, Chinnereth, Adamah, Ramah, Hazor, Kadesh, Edrei, En Hazor, Iron, Migdalel, Horem, Beth Anath, and Beth Shemesh, 19 towns with their villages. This is the inheritance of the tribe of Naphtali according to its families, the towns with their villages. The seventh lot came out for the tribe of Dan according to its families. The territory of its inheritance included Zorah, Eshtaol, Shemesh, Shalabin, Ajalon, Ithlal, Elon, Timnah, Ekron, Eltekah, Gibbethon, Baalath, Jehud, Benaberek, Gathrimmon, Me-Jarkon, and Rakon at the border opposite Joppa. When the territory of the Danites was lost to them, the Danites went up and fought against Leshem, and after capturing it and putting it to the sword, they took possession of it and settled in it, calling Leshem Dan after their ancestor Dan. This is the inheritance of the tribe of Dan according to their families, these towns with their villages. When they had finished distributing the several territories of the land as inheritances, the Israelites gave an inheritance among them to Joshua son of Nun. By command of the Lord, they gave him the town that he asked for, Timnath-Serah, in the hill country of Ephraim. He rebuilt the town and settled in it. These are the inheritances that the priest Eleazar and Joshua son of Nun and the heads of the families of the tribes of the Israelites distributed by lot at Shiloh before the Lord, at the entrance of the tent of meeting. So they finished dividing the land. Then the Lord spoke to Joshua, saying, Say to the Israelites, appoint the cities of refuge of which I spoke to you through Moses, so that anyone who kills a person without intent or by mistake may flee there. They shall be for you a refuge from the avenger of blood. The slayer shall flee to one of the cities and shall stand at the entrance of the gate of the city and explain the case to the elders of that city. Then the fugitive shall be taken into the city and given a place and shall remain with them. And if the avenger of blood is in pursuit, they shall not give up the slayer because the neighbor was killed by mistake, there having been no enmity between them before. The slayer shall remain in that city until there is a trial before the congregation, until the death of the one who is high priest at the time. Then the slayer may return home to the town in which the deed was done. So they set apart Kadesh in Galilee in the hill country of Naphtali, and Shechem in the hill country of Ephraim, and Kiriath Arba, that is Hebron, in the hill country of Judah. And beyond the Jordan east of the Jericho, they appointed Bezer in the wilderness on the tableland from the tribe of Reuben, and Ramoth and Gilead from the tribe of Gad, and Golan and Bashan from the tribe of Manasseh. These were the cities designated for the Israelites, for all the Israelites, and for the aliens residing among them, that anyone who killed a person without intent could flee there so as not to die by the hand of the avenger of blood, until there was a trial before the congregation. Chapter 21. Then the heads of the families of the Levites came to the priest Eleazar and to Joshua, son of Nun, and to the heads of the families of the tribes of the Israelites. They said to them at Shiloh in the land of Canaan, "The Lord commanded through Moses that we be given towns to live in, along with their pasture lands for our livestock. So by command of the Lord, the Israelites gave to the Levites the following towns and pasture lands out of their inheritance. The lot came out for the families of the Kohathites. So those Levites who were descendants of Aaron, the priest, received by lot 13 towns from the tribes of Judah, Simeon, and Benjamin. The rest of the Kohathites received by lot 10 towns from the families of the tribe of Ephraim, from the tribe of Dan, and the half-tribe of Manasseh. The Gershonites received by lot 13 towns from the families of the tribe of Issachar, from the tribe of Asher, from the tribe of Naphtali, and from the half-tribe of Manasseh in Bashan. The Merarites, according to their families, received 12 towns from the tribe of Reuben, the tribe of Gad, and the tribe of Zebulun. These towns and their pasture lands the Israelites gave by lot to the Levites, as the Lord had commanded through Moses. Out of the tribe of Judah and the tribe of Simeon they gave the following towns mentioned by name, which went to the descendants of Aaron, one of the families of the Kohathites who belonged to the Levites, since the lot fell to them first. They gave them Kiriath Arba, Arba being the father of Anak, that is Hebron, in the hill country of Judah, along with the pasture lands around it. But the fields on the town and its villages have been given to Caleb son of Jephunneh as his holding. To the descendants of Aaron the priest they gave Hebron, the city of refuge for the slayer, with its pasture lands, Libnah with its pasture lands, Jader with its pasture lands, Eshtemoa with its pasture lands, Holon with its pasture lands, Deber with its pasture lands, Ain with its pasture lands, Judah with its pasture lands, and Beth Shemesh with its pasture lands, 9 towns out of these 2 tribes. Out of the tribe of Benjamin, Gibeon with its pasture lands, Geba with its pasture lands, Anathoth with its pasture lands, and Almon with its pasture lands. 4 towns. The towns of the descendants of Aaron, the priests, were 13 in all, with their pasture lands. Verse 20. As to the rest of the Kohathites belonging to the Kohathite families of the Levites, the towns allotted to them were out of the tribe of Ephraim. To them were given Shechem, the city of refuge for the slayer, with its pasture lands in the hill country of Ephraim, Gezer with its pasture lands, Kibzaim with its pasture lands, and Beth Horon with its pasture lands, 4 towns. Out of the tribe of Dan, Eltek with its pasture lands, Gibbethon with its pasture lands, Ajalon with its pasture lands, Gath Rimmon with its pasture lands, 4 towns. Out of the half-tribe of Manasseh, Tanakh with its pasture lands, and Gath Rimmon with its pasture lands, 2 towns. The towns of the families of the rest of the Kohathites were 10 in all, with their pasture lands. Verse 27. To the Gershonites, one of the families of the Levites were given out of the half-tribe of Manasseh, Golan and Bashan with its pasture lands, the city of refuge for the slayer, and Beshtera with its pasture lands, 2 towns. Out of the tribe of Issachar, Kishion with its pasture lands, Daberath with its pasture lands, Jarmuth with its pasture lands, En-Ganim with its pasture lands, 4 towns. Out of the tribe of Asher, Mishal with its pasture lands, Abdon with its pasture lands, Helkath with its pasture lands, and Rehob with its pasture lands, 4 towns. Out of the tribe of Naphtali, Kedesh in Galilee with its pasture lands, the city of refuge for the slayer, Hamath Dor with its pasture lands, and Kartan with its pasture lands, 3 towns. The towns of the several families of the Gershonites were in all 13 with their pasture lands. Verse 34. To the rest of the Levites, the Merarite families were given out of the tribe of Zebulun, Jokneam with its pasture lands, Karda with its pasture lands, Dimnah with its pasture lands, Nahalal with its pasture lands, 4 towns. Out of the tribe of Reuben, Bezer with its pasture lands, Jazzah with its pasture lands, Kedemoth with its pasture lands, and Mephath with its pasture lands, 4 towns. Out of the tribe of Gad, Ramoth and Gilead with its pasture lands, the city of refuge for the slayer. Mahanaim with its pasture lands, Heshbon with its pasture lands, Jazer with its pasture lands, 4 towns in all. As for the towns of the several Merarite families, that is, the remainder of the families of the Levites, those allotted to them were 12 in all. The towns of the Levites within the holdings of the Israelites were in all 48 towns with their pasture lands. Each of these towns had its pasture lands around it. So it was with all these towns. Thus the Lord gave to Israel all the land that he swore to their ancestors, and swore to their ancestors that he would give them. And having taken possession of it, they settled there. And the Lord gave them rest on every side, just as he had sworn to their ancestors. Not one of all their enemies had withstood them, for the Lord had given all their enemies into their hands. Not one of all the good promises that the Lord had made to the house of Israel had failed. All had come to pass. All came to pass, it says, rather. Thank you. I have to stop there at chapter 21 because I got to get groceries and it's getting late and they may close. I was going to make a joke about, well, isn't the Bible your daily bread? Why do you have to go shopping? But I'm not going to make that joke. I'm not going to make that joke about daily bread. But I'm literally going to go buy some daily bread right now. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Hope you're well. I'm thinking about you. I'm wondering about you. Let me know how you're doing. See you later.